Real brief video this morning. Very simple, easy to follow movement on the ES, dropping to the low value area, and then reading the premium, and up we go. Take a look. Important thing was to have some information to tell you where this market was going to drop to and where it was going to bounce. And there it is, right here, 23.50, right down to 21, 23, 25. Actually, I'm kind of thinking that it was 21, 23, 25 earlier today. Just the bounce down there and a little bit more volume there just changed that. And if you watched our videos, you'll know how that number can adjust. And similarly, the YM, let's see here, yeah, YM comes right down to 1802 in the, I think that was, and I can't quite get the exact timestamp on it, right at the top of the hour. Drop down there, and then up we go. So we just had to have a little bit of information here to work with, and up we go. Now we placed one of our indicators on the premium as well, just to give you a little bit more context. But the low threshold areas, we're down here at around 869, 871-ish, and so on. And when we drop down here to 21, 23, 25, you can see that we were above the lower thresholds in here. And in so many words, you know, we tested that little area right there. 862. We had 860 pinpointed here. That was then revised very quickly, and I really don't agree with extending this line out here. It's extended, but I would normally not do that, because right after that, when the market tested that low, what happened, this low right here, we had what we call a higher low threshold, and the higher low threshold has got an equation in it that allows for a greater than or equal to price, and that actually dropped this to 871. So now, that having been the case, as we dropped in here, you can see that this low here was above both of these 869 and 871 levels, and up we went. Now, the concern is that bar right there. That bar, if accurate, and we may want to check this on a 5-second chart or on a 10-second chart here, might imply that we're going back down, and that this was not the low. But be that as it may, when we tested the 2350 range, which, as you know, that threshold, that low value area at 2325 was updated to 2350, likely because of the volume that crept in right in here. But even then, on the higher lows here, by a quarter of a point, we were above the threshold levels here and on our way back up. So we have that. Now, where do we stand on that? Let's do a real quick look. Okay, I just checked another chart. That's accurate, so we'll have to see. But right now, that's all the time we have for. Nice bounce up. Here's the HT level. that was set as we were rallying up to the first high here, and that serves as a good threshold to help us to see, you know, if we get much higher than these levels, we need to be moving up above this line, and as you can see, we failed to do that over here. So, coming down a little bit, but that's all the time we have. I'm Rod Kusin and Spoon Man Forwards.